For decades, Geno Auriemma and the UConn Huskies dominated women's college basketball. 11 national titles, countless conference championships, and a steady pipeline of All-Americans cemented Auriemma's status as a legend. However, the once unshakable dynasty seems to be faltering. UConn's recent loss to Notre Dame marks their first of the season and highlights growing cracks in the foundation. For a program that hasn't won a championship since 2016, 7 years feels like an eternity. So what went wrong? Auriemma's coaching style, once innovative, now appears rigid and outdated in a rapidly evolving game. Other programs are thriving by adopting faster-paced systems and modern offensive strategies, while UConn remains tethered to a traditional approach. This stagnation has raised questions about Auriemma's ability to adapt, especially as rising stars like Caitlin Clark redefine the sport with dynamic, long-range shooting and creativity. Paige Bueckers, UConn's current superstar, embodies this tension. Heralded as the next great player in women's basketball, Bueckers has struggled to consistently meet sky-high expectations. Critics argue that Auriemma's structured system is stifling her natural talent, forcing her to fit into a mold that no longer aligns with the game's evolution. Her recent performances, though solid, lack the spark that once made her a standout. Auriemma himself has publicly criticized her play, which some see as adding unnecessary pressure to a young player already under intense scrutiny. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise demonstrates what can happen when talent meets a system designed to unleash it. Clark, who Auriemma once doubted, has shattered records in the WNBA and brought new energy to women's basketball. Her success exposes a gap between traditional coaching methods and the modern game, putting a spotlight on Auriemma's reluctance to adapt. Women's basketball is entering a new era, one defined by creativity, speed, and innovation. Coaches who embrace this shift are thriving, while those who cling to the past risk being left behind. Auriemma's incredible career achievements, including becoming the winningest coach in college basketball history, are undeniable. However, his legacy now faces a critical test. Can he evolve with the game, or is this the twilight of UConn's dominance? As the 2025 WNBA draft approaches, all eyes will be on players like Bueckers. Will she break free from the constraints of UConn's system and fulfill her potential, or will the weight of outdated strategies hold her back? One thing is clear, the future of women's basketball is brighter than ever, but the old guard must adapt, or risk being eclipsed by the new wave.